Let's talk some sports this morning. The 3M Open in Blaine gets underway this Thursday. Vikings training camp, as we talked about earlier, kicks off tomorrow in Eagan.
And then, of course, the Lynx are leading the WNBA in wins this season. A lot to get to, so we invited Chris Long from 5 Eyewitness Sports to kind of give us a little bit of a summer sports roundup this morning. You're busy.
Good way to call it. Not yet, but starting tomorrow, we get very busy.
For sure.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a good time of year.
Let's start with golf, because I feel like everyone is golfing right now. We've got the 3M coming up. I feel like the last couple of years with this, it's been really fun to watch. There have been some really great stories and players coming out of this.
One of the things that people like to criticize the 3M is some of the superstars don't show up. It's always right next to the British Open on the calendar, and that does affect it. But that does open the door to some pretty incredible storylines. And there's three that I can really remember. The first one was right out of the gate, the first ever 3M Open. It was in 2019. This is Matthew Wolff. He was 20 years old, second tourney as a pro.
Oh, I remember that.
Still one of the youngest winners ever on tour. He got into the tournament on a sponsor's exemption, ended up winning the thing. That's Colin Morikawa hugging him. They had both just gotten out of college. Morikawa is now a big name on tour. He finished second to Wolff, so that was a great way to start the 3M Open. Then 2022, look at Tony Finau. This isn't that long ago, but he looks like a kid. He's one of the most respected, nicest guys on tour. He only had a couple minor event wins until he broke through in the 3M Open in 2022. He and his wife have 6 kids. And in 2022, they all traveled to every event together, so there they were to celebrate with him after his victory. And it kind of sparked him. He's won 3 tournaments since then. This last year, similar story. Jonathan Vegas, he hadn't won a tour event in 7 years, also broke through in Blaine, and his family was also there. And that's part of why the players really love this tournament so much. The organizers do a great job of having things for the families to do, cookouts, concerts. They put them up in cabins. The kids can go fishing. It's kind of the family event for a lot of players who come here each year, and it really gives it kind of a fun family feel.
Well, and I think that's why so many people here like to go too, because it is so family. It's so accessible. It's so great to be able to get your kids into. It's not going to cost you a refinance of your house.
They do a really nice job of making it a family-friendly event, and I'm going to kind of channel my inner Mike Marcotte here and do the things to do.
You got some top secret, okay.
If you're willing to brave the heat today and tomorrow, you can go. There's practice rounds. There are things going on. They have things for the kids to do. But even once the tournament starts on Thursday, kids 15 and under are free. Up to 4 kids can go free with every ticket buying adult. There's a playground for the younger set. There's an interactive swing lab for the older kids. And there's a kids-only autograph area at the driving range and as the players come off 18, which is really cool. And then after Saturday's round, there's a country music concert with Lee Brice, and that comes with your admission to the tourney. Now, here's the Mike Marcotte angle. There are ways to save some money. Veterans or active military, you can get 2 free tickets and access to an 18th hole hospitality area that comes with some soft drinks and lunch.
Wow.
If you're a student with an EDU email, you can also get a discount, or if you use a MasterCard to buy your ticket, they're a sponsor. Those are 2 ways anyone, well, students or anyone, can get a discount on tickets. And then this is kind of a fun one. I didn't know this until I did a little research. You park at the National Sports Center. Everybody goes, you park there, and they shuttle you to the TPC Twin Cities course. It's $12 to park, but if you arrive in a Ford vehicle, they're a sponsor. You get to park for free.
No way.
Yeah, really?
Yeah. I didn't know that, and I thought it was pretty cool.
That's good to know.
All the info you need for tickets, parking, everything like that, if you missed anything I just said, is on 3mopen.com.
All right.
Vikings training camp.
They report today, and they get going tomorrow. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Everyone wants to know what's going on with this guy.
I know. We all watched him walk in over the weekend. What was it, Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Every person I've run into in the last 2 weeks, what do you think about McCarthy? What do you think about McCarthy?
Yeah.
And we're going to hear that all through training camp, and rightfully. There he is throwing to Adam Thielen, by the way, at an informal workout that we stopped by last week. The players have been gathering there. Justin Jefferson was there. TJ Hawkinson was there. These are some balls that McCarthy threw. We have our opinions, but we asked Hawkinson, Thielen, all those guys, what they saw in those workouts from J.J. McCarthy, and everybody said he's looking great. Now, the hard part about training camp is he might be tough to evaluate. You're going to see on social media, and everyone's going to go down to Eagan and buy their tickets. Oh, he threw an interception today.
Yeah.
You want that. Training camp is where you test that.
Training camp.
You test the envelope. You start to get comfortable. He's not going to be perfect in training camp. Everything he does is going to be under a microscope. I would say the best place to watch for true how is J.J. McCarthy looking is going to be the 2 joint practices they have with the New England Patriots before the preseason game. That will be almost live action. I don't know how much he's going to play in the preseason game, so Really look forward to those 2 practices with the Patriots to get the true idea of how J.J. McCarthy.
Remind me, who plays if he doesn't? Who are our backups?
Sam Howell.
That's a great question.
Sam Howell, who started, he was 1-year starter in Washington.
Okay.
On the Gopher, Brosmer?
And Max Brosmer is there. He's probably going to end up
Brosmer.
on the practice squad, but
Okay.
there is a major rash of injuries. Maybe he can
Yeah,
get in there.
yeah.
But he's actually had a really good summer.
I heard that.
He's had a very good summer.
Forgot about Brosmer.
Yeah.
All right, Lynx are just, absolutely crushing it. And not only they represented very well at the All-Star game this last weekend as well.
Both as a team and as Nafisa Collier by herself. We'll mention her in a minute. But yeah, back in action tonight at home against Chicago. The Lynx went into the All-Star break 20-4. They have not lost a game at home. They're 12-0. With 20 games left, they have a 3.5 game lead atop the WNBA. They have to stay there. They need home court advantage in the playoffs, I say, especially once it comes to the WNBA finals. You might remember last year, New York had home court in the finals and clinched the win in Game 5 at New York.
Well, the refs gave them the win, I think is how I remember that.
That was Chris Eggert saying that, not me. Not that I don't disagree. Get that Game 5 at home this time. Finish as the 1 seed and stay there. And I mentioned Nafisa Collier. She's been setting the league on fire. She set her record, scoring 36 points in the All-Star game on the way to being the MVP of that. She's also the favorite to be the regular season MVP. So basically, the best women's basketball player on the entire planet right now plays at Target Center. And if you watch social media over the All-Star weekend, one of the best things was the stud buds.
Yeah, tell us about, how were they on for 72
was
hours
that?
straight?
They just must have had a battery pack on their
Yeah.
phone. I only saw the clips, but Natisha Heidemann and Courtney Williams, 2 very charismatic guards for the Lynx, who are sort of the heartbeat of the team. Yeah, they did a 72-hour straight live stream of everything. They were dancing with Cheryl Reeve and the commissioner. They had Paige Beckers singing at the top of her lungs.
that.
Natisha was riding a scooter through the hotel at one point.
That's so fun.
It was fantastic, and it was really, for me, one of the best viral moments, but it was kind of a window inside the WNBA
Yeah.
that you don't usually get. And I think they probably grabbed a few fans, not just for the league, but also for the Lynx over the weekend.
It is fun to see people
Personality.
outside
Yeah.
of what you
Yeah.
know them to do.
And they both have such big personalities. You wouldn't want 72 hours of me on a live stream.
No, that's not true.
Those 2, depending on the 72 hours.
I would watch that.
Those 2, it was tailor-made for them. It was a lot of fun. And the Lynx are back at it tonight against Chicago.
Chris, thank you.
Good to see you, Chris.
Happy birthday.
Did you notice that we didn't talk about the twins?
Yeah, I did notice.
They're not done yet.
Just saying.
Come back for that.
You can watch 5 Eyewitness News for all your sports coverage this summer. Watch Chris Long each night starting at 6.